to talk to everyone. So, Jahani.
Coach, I'm going to start your minutes for me. Hey, Coach, Remy with the New York Times. Can you describe a little bit about the vibe tonight in the arena? It really felt supercharged. How did tonight differ from other nights?
Well, to be quite honest, I suppose I'm so focused on the game that I don't actually hear it. But, you know, I got excited too near the end too. But that's what your home court advantage is about. And I think we have really passionate fans and we appreciate them coming. And you see more and more people coming, even though we haven't been as successful as we would have liked. It's great to see that they're coming and they're enjoying the atmosphere because, I mean, that was a great game, really great game.
Time out with 19 seconds left. Is it kind of no pressure who's going to get the ball next?
Yeah, no. You know, with Sab, it's, you know, they're so aggressive at that. But yeah, I was putting the ball in the Sab's hand. You know, we ran some other plays and Sab loves that moment. You know, she lives for that moment. And, you know, haven't taken the ball out of hands. We made some silly turnovers trying to get the ball back where we should have just played, but it was more like she has to be the inbound or we get the ball back. And Sub just made really big plays, and I'm really proud of her. She's so tough-minded, and she, like I said, she loves those moments. So I'm glad that she got rewarded and we got the win.
And just a team win, despite this also, just kind of how much does it really embody that kind of any given day, anything can kind of happen out there?
A lot. We've been up and down, and we deserved this win. When that shot went up by Emma last Chicago game, we lost on a Vandersloot 3. So I was like, not again. Not that we would have lost, it would have tied it. But, you know, we've been struggling a little bit, not getting wins. But what I've really liked about this team is that we stayed together as a team. You know, everyone hates losing, you know, and I'm just saying, you just got to hang in there. You just got to grind it out, and you got to find some little wins, even when the games you lost. So for us to win against a really good team, regardless of their back-to-back, I mean, they're, you know, we had to dig deep to win it, and you know, I'm just happy. But still got 9 games to go, so hopefully it'll just give us a little bit of hope.
Hey, Coach. Crystal Dangerfield's 20 minutes could kind of get lost because people had more impressive box score games. But just how important on both ends is her presence? Oh,
I mean, I complimented on just how hard she played. Her ability to get through screens, and, you know, takes pressure off the Sub being able to bring the ball up as well. And she was aggressive in some pick and rolls and creating that. And we need that. You know, it can't be just like Sub and everyone. Like, we need other people to make her job a little bit easier as well, because we know who they're trying to defend and stop. But I thought the last few games, I think just how hard she plays, it really helps us.
Thank you.
What about Bryant?
Hey, Brian.
In the second quarter, you guys had 8 turnovers and stats of 11 rebounds. After halftime, that felt like both numbers cleaned up dramatically. What was the message in the locker room to sort of like get it back on the good foot to where you want the team to be?
Yeah, we felt too much in that second quarter, and we got it back in. And we missed so many layups. You know, we'll be working on that next day in practice. But they're just easy shots. It's just missed it. But I think we had missed 11 in that first quarter. So it was more about we don't need to make touchdown passes. I thought we were trying to force the ball in that second quarter and not moving it and finding the open man. So it's just having a little bit of poise. Stop being, you know, just and play the game in the right way in second and third side. I mean, that's what it came down to. We still send them to the foul line way too much. And we've got to get better at that. But for the most part, I thought our defense was quite good.
And just, I guess a little bit on the shot taker part, it felt like you guys were really assertive and aggressive against the basket, especially in the first quarter. Was that part of the strategy, just to sort of like try to get easier baskets and relying less on jump shots?
Yeah, this is the first time I look at a stat sheet and we have less threes than our opponent. You know, usually we're shooting 30, but I always say to be successful, look at Chicago. I mean, obviously Quigley had a tough night for them tonight and Evans was out, but they only made three threes. But they have all that penetration into the paint, and that's hard after 40 minutes. And that's what we just focused on. Can we get 2 feet in the paint? Can we get to the rim? We did. We missed layouts, but maybe because we haven't been doing that as much as we would have liked the last season.
We'll go to Jeff last.
Appreciate it. Hi, Sandy. Congratulations on the victory. Apologies if you were asked this already, but wanted to talk a little bit about Michaela Ionescu in her fourth quarter. Excuse me, but what did you think the way she stood up against Candace at the end of the game and her clutch rebound, and not to mention the way she cleared away Eastman when Sabrina drove down the lane for the win?
Yeah, look, I didn't even know if Mick was going to play today. So, and it just helps balance of our team when Mick is there. Because Tash, I thought she did great. But Mick, being able to, she can take some minutes and do those minutes. She gets better and better now. She understands the system. She feels confident in it. She's a physical girl. She's a tough girl, isn't she? Candace couldn't even move her. Like, that's what I said, but she's so physically strong. And it's credit to her, she stayed poised there and a rookie, going at it. Last time we trapped and they got it wide open 3, remember? So it was more the stunning, and she can jump too. She is an athlete. So I was like, just happy for her. We just got to keep getting her healthier and hopefully we can continue to build.
And apologies, is everything okay? We were asking, is everything okay with Dee Dee and Justin?
Yeah, just shorten the rotations today. I thought we had a little bit more balance. We needed to win. Nothing against them. I told them to stay ready. They're fine. They're professionals. We'll need them as we move forward. But it's always hard to play 11 players. So I just shortened the rotations for today, and things were going well. And next game it could be different.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Coach,
Bye.
We'll have Sabrina and Natasha. Can I get a feel for hands in the room?
Thanks, Rob.
Commissioner Ward, short rotation.
All right. Take it down.
Brian, how do you know when the fashion show that looks good?
Oh, good.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine.
We'll get started. Sabrina's on her way. Sorry, middle of the front. Hey, Tash, Remy with the New York Times. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You guys have a lot of fans out there. It's a great vibe out there tonight. A lot of them love seeing you guys grow and mature together. What would you say to them after tonight's win? Do you think this win will help you guys find your footing moving forward in this season?
Absolutely. We kind of struggled for the past 4 games we played, the 11 o'clock games, but I think we found ourselves this game right here, and we knew what it takes to win this game, and we talked about it over and over again, and we did it with Mick getting that defensive stop and that big rebound on Kenneth Parker, and that's one thing that we definitely talked about every single game, that we need to learn how to win games, and that's the start right there.
How big is this win? I mean, you guys were back against the wall for playoff potential and such. How big was it to get this win tonight for you guys?
It was huge. It was a big win. Like Coach Sandy just walked in the locker room and said before the game even started, walking around the locker room like, we going to get this win. Telling her coaching staff today, she had a good feeling about it. So it just felt good to get this win, and it's going to help us in the next 9 games we have left right here. So it's a huge win.
You took a break from the great Kobe's to wear the Mambas meet the Sweet 16s today, and I know that the Bryant family was here. What did it feel like to get a big win in front of them? And I know they mean so much to you.
Yeah, it was really nice. I just needed to change my shoes because those ones are getting a little worn out, but it was great to see them. You know, that's the first game that they've been to, so hopefully it was really memorable for them, but super thankful for their friendship and coming out, you know, here from California to come watch Candace and I play.
Hey, Natasha, Sabrina, congratulations. Natasha, first for you. Take us through how you believe both you and Sabrina have grown as leaders for this team since you began playing for this franchise.
You know, it takes hard work. You know, we both really not vocal. We show it by our game, but like lately, we've both been very vocal on the bench and even in huddles, even on the court too as well. And that's one thing we both grown this season and stuff. And that really been helping us even tonight right here, just using our voice tonight, and everybody was just following it. So that was a huge thing tonight for both of us.
And Sabrina, same sort of question for you when it comes to how the two of you grown, you know, from 2021 to now, when it comes to your leadership.
Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off what she said, I think we're both pretty similar in the way of we're not the most vocal leader, but we try and lead by example. And so I think, you know, we connect in that way, but we have to make sure that everyone else kind of understands that leadership. And I think leadership's also not necessarily catering to everyone as a whole, but also on an individual level. And so being able to talk to everyone and understanding, you know, what kind of leadership they need and what situation is something that we've continued to do and continue to try and get better at. And so this year, that's what we're doing. Obviously leading by example, but continuing to figure out ways that we can lead each individual to collectively succeed.
And Sabrina, just last one for you. Take us through what that matchup was like with Rebecca Gardner, and what is it like, you know, you sort of got the last laugh.
Yeah, thankfully. She's a great defender. That whole team is really good on the defensive end. I mean, they came off of a back-to-back, got in right before the game and took us down to the wire. So it kind of just shows how good of a team and them not using any excuses, you know, against them. And I think it shows to us the level of excellence we need to hold ourselves to. If we have travel issues, anything, there's no excuses at the end of the day. You just got to come out and play your best. So yeah, I'm happy she forced me right. So I just went right. The spacing was great. Coach drew up a good play, and I didn't want to settle for a shot. I just wanted to get to the basket. So happy I got my one free throw in, since refs don't ever want to call any fouls on anyone guarding me, but happy I got it in.
Going to Zoom now, Christos, unmute please.
Whatever. Can find me. They can find me.
Hello, ladies. Congratulations on the win, first of all. That's a question for you. That win is able to change the momentum for you to flip the switch for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's a starting point. You got to start somewhere. And that was a big win for us to kind of snap a 5-game losing streak. Just seeing a win sometimes is all you need to kind of get a spark and continue to win games. And we have a lot more games left. You know, it's one at a time. We're in the spot we need to be, and we're just going to continue to get better. It's not about stressing out about what seed we are, any of that stuff. We have winnable games coming up. We got to take it one at a time. And I think this is the start of hopefully continuing to get more wins.
And one more for both of you. With your back on the walls before in the last minute of the game, the never give up mentality for you, what does it show?
Go ahead. What he's saying? It's so hard to understand what he's saying.
I'll just answer it then. I heard it.
Okay,
Yeah, it just shows resilience for us. We've been in this position. The last game we played against them, we lost on a buzzer. So I think it just shows, 2 minutes left in the game, we're down. We took good shots. We're continuing to learn from our mistakes. And Michaela had a game-winning rebound, free throws. It just shows like all of us collectively are coming in and doing our jobs. And when we do that, we have a really good chance of winning. So everyone from the starters to the bench players showed a lot of fight and grit tonight. And it's really nice to be rewarded with the win.
Thank you very much.
Um, 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 Sabrina, just after making that layup, obviously, and just kind of that scream for the crowd and everything, just what was those initial just emotions and everything like after just making that key play?
Yeah, at the end of the day, the game wasn't over. There's a lot of time on the clock, and so that's really what I was trying to preach, was just stay in the moment. One, make the free throw, but two, just stay locked in, because I knew that they were going to have time to come down and take a shot, and we knew what happened last game. So I think it's just staying poised and confident, not getting too high or too low. Yeah, we were up one, but there's so much time against the defending champions. So I think that was kind of my message, but obviously it's nice to be up one.
Go to Brian and Miles.
Hi Sabrina, Natasha. Sabrina, you guys really sort of made a point to attack the basket early on, even though the shots weren't there, you guys were sort of aggressive. Do you think that's gonna be something you guys try to do more often as the season winds down?
Absolutely. That's something you can rely on, getting 2 feet in the paint, going up strong, getting to the free throw line. That's, we have great bigs with a great big inside presence, and that usually opens up the outside for us. And so that's something that game in and game out, we're going to have to continue to do, find ways to get the ball inside, whether it's in transition off of a pick and roll, or just feeding the bigs. Stephanie did a great job of rolling and getting baskets inside as well. And so when that happens, it opens up the floor for all of us guards as well.
And Natasha, on Thursday, you mentioned that close game against the Mystics really gave you guys confidence to really handle close games like this. After halftime, you guys were really more, the turnovers cut down, you guys continue to battle on the boards. Do you think a showing like tonight against the champions will really sort of push you guys even more and give you guys more sort of good feelings as you go down the rest of the season?
Absolutely. Like Sab said, it's the things that we preach about, and the little things like getting rebounds and getting stops and stuff, and stop limiting fouls and stuff, like all the things that we can control. And in the Washington game, that's one thing we talked about after the game and stuff, and we carried it on to this game. And the thing that we did, we came up with a victory against Chicago.
Hey Sam, I'll start with you. Rebecca Gardner was picking you up from 94 feet all night, trying to make it difficult for you to get easy looks. Heading into that go-ahead possession, was your goal to get downhill and use some of that aggressiveness you've been showing you against her?
Yeah, that was the goal, to just get to the basket, get a good look. Honestly, I was just taking whatever the defense was going to give, whether that was going to be a shot or getting to the basket or a dump off. I wasn't really trying to, predict what I wanted. I really just wanted to read in that moment. And so that's what I did. I wanted a good look to get us a good shot, a good chance of the ball going in. So, yep.
And Natasha, I wanted to ask you about Steph, because both of you had some foul trouble tonight. And in the first half, Steph only played a few minutes. She had 3 fouls, but then came out and had the first 9 points for the team in the third quarter. How steadying was she on the offensive end for you to come out for that second half?
She was very steady. She knew what she had that was guarding her, and she took advantage of it with her and Sap in that 2-game pick and roll right there. And like me, I was just staying high, and so the other post won't help. So Steph did a really good job of taking advantage of Candace Parker.
And last one for either of you, whoever wants to answer this. I wanted to ask about, if I can find my question, I wanted to ask about Michaela, and just, she's talked, and Sandy Brondello has talked all season long about how Mick has tried to find her role and had to find her role. And she played a large part of the fourth quarter tonight, especially with that 3 big lineup. How much have you two seen Michaela grow, and how big is that for her, not just to grab that rebound and defend that shot, but to hit those 2 free throws to put you up 3?
Yeah, it's just that mentality of staying ready. You never know when your number is going to be called. You never know when it's your time to make a game-winning play. And as athletes, that's what everyone always dreams of. And so her ability to just stay locked in the moment, present, having not played, the last, I think, 2 games, to come in and play 13 minutes and give us 7 points, and just a game-winning rebound and free throws, is a testament to her and her ability to stay locked in and ready for the moment.
Thank you both, and thank you all for joining us.